What's going on, people? Influence here. We got the triple changer Sandstorm. This is Legacy United, and has been the week of the Sandstorms. It seems like this is a leader class, and I am surprised. I like this figure. All right, so let's get into it.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
On the 360, and just off the bat, it's pretty good. It's pretty great, especially for a mainline figure. I think they put a lot into it, and also there's some things that don't work as great. One of my main gripes, the chest area comes out, and I will show that and show you why it does that. But again, like I said, for a mainline figure, I think this is a pretty good figure, and it's a triple changer, so it's hard. They did really well on the alt modes, I believe, on both modes. I think this is probably one of the, maybe robot modes suffered the most in here, and I'm not sure if that's ideal. I'm fine with it, but some people might not be with this big old backpack. But they really, in pictures, it looked like he was a bodybuilder with that skipped leg day, and the legs are a little skinny compared to the rest of the body, but it's really this big backpack that gives it that kind of look. So I mean, take it for what it's worth. All right, so let's get this to accessories. You can see what he's holding. He's holding a winch with a little cage. I'm not sure it's goes on here, but it's mainly for the helicopter, and it also doubles as a roll cage for the buggy and the skid plate, which I think is smart. I think it's thoughtful that these can store in both, and they can store in both modes. So that's a great thing. Everything on him can store. So let's get this off and show it a little bit closer. So here's this thing. It's just a winch. It actually works, and I like that you can roll it up, and it has like stopping points. So when you roll it, it won't fall back down. So you can actually kind of winch stuff for playability. I think that's cool. It does come apart, but I'll show that in a minute. He has a little gun right here, comes out, and got that little gun there. So that's cool. And he has his main weaponry, which just a black gun that's does have like, why it is waffly. I don't understand why they can't fill that stuff in. Probably saves a little extra money. And this is what I'm talking about off the bat. When you manipulate him, this often comes out because there's a tab right here that goes into back here, but it doesn't go in really well, at least on my copy. And there's a peg right here that goes in and holds the head, but that doesn't go in as well either. I don't know if you can see that, how it just pops right out. So that's the culprit. When you manipulate the arms, this comes out. That's the most frustrating part of this figure. Everything else is all right. Other accessories, the book was fine, got you through it. And the box is nice, has a lot of good artwork. Normal box though, nothing spectacular, just has the normal artwork. 40 years of Transformers, man. Show his face up close. I can't remember what Sandstorm looked like, to tell you the truth. So I don't know if this is based on a different version or if it's accurate to what he looks like. Have no idea. It does come with this as well that you have to stick on, but it really supposed to stay on. It's not really a detachable accessory. It can detach. So if you like that better, you can detach this off of here like that. If you don't want, you can put a gun in there or anything. It's just a peg hole, I should say. compare him to a couple figures. Studio Series blaster here, and quick not six shot. I can't remember his name. that's terrible. Power point blank. Point blank? No, is that the Target Master? Let me know. Cause you know, I forget his name. But there we go with some figures. So you can see, I forget what line he's into. I think this was Legacy. This is Studio Series. So you see where they compare. Articulation. So it does have the big backpack. You can't get the arm all the way around, but it does hit the backpack if it's straight. You do have to move it out like that. You have this on here, get you 90 degrees out. Nothing else. You have kind of reverse butterfly if you want to use it. It's for transformation, really. Elbow is fine. Elbow is get you more than 90 degrees, so that's cool. You got a bicep swivel up here. Again, this, when you're manipulating, it comes out. It's probably my only gripe on this figure. Everything else is pretty good. You got the fist. It's just balled up with hand where the weapons go. Waist suffers because of this backpack. You can see the waist, and you can pull. I'm not sure if it's made to. It's on a mushroom joint, and it can come out. I didn't see anything in the directions unless I missed it. So it does come out. I'm thinking it goes out more, or it comes out all the way. Maybe that's where it's not designed to do that. But I found if you do that, it kind of gives the waist a better type of look, and it gives a better center of gravity, and he can get a more pronounced waist swivel. But again, I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or if it'll come all the way off. If you keep pulling it, you can see how far it slides up and down. Legs. Do the full splits, and it's very tight tolerance, but I don't think it's too tight. I think it's a good tolerance. You can't do the full hurdles. The front gets the full kick, but here's this. You see that because of the backpack. If the backpack wasn't there, you would get the full range. Swivel right here. Knees get 90 degrees. I don't think you can get any more even without the backpack. Yeah, it's just 90. And the feet are on, you can get them down like that. You can manipulate the heel spur on its own. And you have the rocker here, which is a pretty big rocker, and it works. And this, you can manipulate these too. If you don't like them down, you can put them up. They're supposed to be down. They have a little tab here that tabs in there that keeps them where they should be. They don't help with anything though. I mean, you can have them up if you wanted them up. That's it. And again, you see the monstrosity of the backpack. So let's get this guy transformed. We're gonna get him into car mode, which isn't hard at all, but you do have a couple things you got to do. So just push this up, push this up. I don't know why I do this first and then pull these down. Yeah, I probably should do it second because he has to stand up still. These arms, you want to accordion up and have them flat like that. And then this bends down and you can move them in. You don't have to worry about the fist. Move that in like that, leave that there. Do this one as well. Move that there, move this in there like that, and keep that there. Now move this together. There's a double tab, you know, over, under, and there's a tab down here, over, under. What that is. Actually, I found it, directions say to move it now, but you have to slide these up. You see they're on a slider. I found it easier to slide one at a time instead of both of them, because you can slide it all the way and it won't be all the way. You can see right here on this pin, you got to make sure it's all the way and it clicks. Same over here, make sure it clicks, and then put these together, because if it's not all the way up, this won't fit right where it's supposed to. Peg these together, they're really tight, so you have to really get that peg on. Then you move this up and around, and these two tabs right there, you can tab in right there like that. This right here, you want to kind of pull this. You see how it's at a weird angle? Pull that out, move this head back, and then you can straighten this out, and there's enough space in there. Then there's two pegs that, or two peg holes that will peg right here. Move that, peg that down. And it's hard to get these pegs in. It's fine if they don't go in, but let me try to get them in. Last time I transformed this, oh, there we go. No, there we go. We got them in, I guess, maybe, kind of. This comes out too. It's pegged on right there. You want to keep it pegged on there. You don't want to do anything to it. Move this down. Move this down. It's kind of like a spoiler. These right here, you can flip these back. Flip these back there like that, and then it'll create this space here. You want to move these out, these little side panels out. Then you move this down here like this, and this peg right here will peg into this panel, and this will just come down here. There's a little space for that peg right there, and this will come off. Just try to keep it there like that, and then just peg all this stuff in. Again, over here, do the same, peg all this stuff in to kind of line up where you need it. I'm cutting this in right now, so it might look a little different because I'm using a different camera, but for some reason, this is the only part that got corrupted on my initial review. So I didn't show this cage in the kick plate or the skid plate or whatever you want to say. You stick that in there. You can move this. You stick this in there like that. It has these two notches on the side that go into the other two on the side there. Then you stick this back here like this. And there you are for the car, which is pretty nice. I think it's a, you know, has some sacrifices, but it's probably, like I said in the beginning, it's probably better than some of the other sacrifices of other figures. So then you stick that here, and you also can put the winch here if you want, and it doesn't impede anything. And I put the winch, this thing, you can actually use it to tow, say, another car with a 5mm port. So just put that there and put that there. Then you can put the other gun over here if you want, or up here. It doesn't matter really, because it doesn't rub. The wheels are, or I should say, it's high enough so it doesn't rub, and it rolls. So yeah. Oh, I don't know if I had this down before. I think I did, because I had to go back, but that's like a spoiler. So yeah, there you go. Now we're gonna go to our previous program that's already in progress. Now we go to helicopter mode, take off everything that you need, all the accessories and stuff. And first you want to move this up, take this out. There's a peg there, of course. Move this up, take this out of here like that. Then you can move this like this, flip this, Then you can move this around because it's going to go up here like this, but then you're going to have it just like this. So it's sitting in the middle. Like that. You can move this up here. Again, over here, move that, move this, flip this around when you're moving this up, because now you want this down here. So you want them one up and one down so it fits. Again, one up and one down, just like that. Got the helicopter wheels there. Then you want to pull this out, pull this down, flip this back up, and push this back down like this, kind of how robot mode. Then you can move this back down. And this, you move this up so this tire can fit in here and kind of rest in order to fit this where you need it to go. And this got to be right too. Let me make sure. There we go. You got to push that all the way down, kind of like robot mode, and then you can get this where you need it. Collapse this down, and then you peg. There's a peg here that pegs into the side here, so you want to peg that as tight as possible. Over here too, as tight as possible, kind of keeps that right there. You can move these down, kind of move these up like this. Then you can move this around here, push these out right here. Then these flip around here. This is not in the right spot. Come up and fit right there. So just do that. Then you can move these back here around like this. Move this around like this. Then these clamp together, and it's kind of easier to line up. You can see where that tab goes into there, and clip these back in if you got to. Then you have the blades like this. You flip this over here, and it has enough clearance. At the same time, you gotta flip this up a little bit, and then this goes to clear that, and then you can move that and flip this all the way up. Then this has pegs right here that peg on the back of the feet. You can flip this there, clamp that. I think we're close to being done. Then just move these out. And you're good, basically. Then what you can do, you can put these over here if you want. Then you got this on this side. You can put it either like this, or I like it like that. Then you even have this where you can put this under here. And you have, I don't know what you're picking up, but get some animals or something. Then you have that. So here we are with this. Oh, forgot this one last piece. Clamp that together. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I think they've done a good job on both modes. All three modes, really. So if you enjoyed this review, leave me a like, subscribe, and share. This is hard to get out. That's why I'm not getting it out. But you see, you can pull it and make it longer. All right, so thanks for watching this video, and I will get up with you in another one. Peace.
You know, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.